dreaming a new horizon, and a day it all came true. Keller Williams, you make dreams come true. Home sweet home, oh home sweet home, home sweet home.
You're listening to Home Sweet Home with Russ, McClellan, and friends. And here's Russ.
Hey, welcome back to Home Sweet Home with Russ, McClellan, and friends. Inspiration. What does that even mean? Post-2020, it's kind of like we've been through a meat grinder, right? You kind of feel like, wow, this is unique. Maybe things are on the up. Maybe things aren't. Maybe you had some loved ones sick. Maybe even pass away. You know, life's always about things that you can't control, and it can consume you if you focus on those things that you cannot control. But man, is it easy to do. Your brain's running on a program that you did not give it permission to do, nor did you ask it to do it. You've just become a collective of every second of your life since you were born. And now you find yourself in this situation. Well, I can promise you this, real estate can change that. I can give you 71 cell phone numbers. I'm dead serious. Give me a call. I will give you whoever you want that works in our firm, whether it be in our admin and our leadership team, or whether it's our agents, 71 and climbing. By the time this show is out, we probably have more than that. Our goal is 3 digits, right? That'd be 100. Do you think that's possible? Well, because we're already, I think we have the largest agent count of anyone by about 20 some people. We paid out, Taylor, how much did we pay out approximately in commissions in 2020?
Almost $5 million.
Almost $5 million
Yep.
in commissions. We paid people out of those 71 people. We didn't pay people that weren't with us. And then of that, we also have profit sharing at 49%. Now, my goal is to make sure that what you want to achieve, you achieve. And that's the good thing. It's not just my goal. It's the culture's goal. It's Taylor's goal. It's Luke's goal. And all you have to do literally is speak the word, what you want, tell us, and we will allow you to do it by helping you make it happen for yourself. So you no longer have to be a victim. No longer have to feel out of control. And is this quantum physics, guys?
Definitely not.
It's not quantum physics. Be yourself, be honest, do it today, not tomorrow, and know your product. Do those 4 things, magic will happen to you and your family. So we started out, like Taylor told you, with a dream. What he was talking about in the last segment was becoming an official franchise. We initially launched what I called a parachute company. To get qualified at Keller Williams isn't the easiest of franchises to get. You have to have a lot of money in the bank. You have to have a certain number of agents, which was 40. And you have to qualify your territory. And, right? We did all that. Now, fast forward 2 years. I remember having conversations. You might be listening. If I had a conversation with you 2 years ago about recruiting you, you probably were unimpressed, because I would have been. I was vomiting Keller Williams all over you. The diary of the Keller Williams parade. So I feel like I'm in maybe junior high. I was in elementary school of Keller Williams. Now I'm in junior high, which means I have a lot more to learn, and we're just getting warmed up. We might actually be a legitimate company now. Well, with that being said, guys, where do you think, like where we're at right now with real estate as a vehicle, what can be accomplished for people?
I think, that's an interesting question, because I really think the sky's the limit. And I know that sounds kind of cliche, but when I think about it, there are people who have come here and, like I said in the previous segment, that were working multiple jobs and didn't know what to do. And we got them into our coaching program, and we got them into a the training that we offer and the systems and the tools that we offer. And over time, they've been able to leave those jobs and make this a full-time career, so much so that they've been able to start teams and have people working for them, right? And I don't think that that's the opportunity that's given anywhere else. So really, the sky is the limit. What do you want to make in this career? What do you want to make as a financial goal? Because if you don't have a financial goal, it's hard to get you there, right? So if we come up with a financial goal, we're going to find a way to get there. Now, it's work, right? This business is work. I don't think that Luke and Sydney on their team, they'll tell you that they just sit back and, eat cookies all day, right? They're working, but they're also spending time with their family. They're also vacationing. They're also making money while they're not here because they have great systems in their bank, right? And that makes it so that it can be done without them having to be 100% a part of it. And I think that's really the goal for everything. And if you want to go into coaching, if you think, I'm a really good people person, I love it, teaching people, we've got a position here for that, right? There's really everything that you want here in this market center. So I don't think that there's a cap on what you want to do. I mean, one of our agents, he was a full-time house cleaner, and now he's a full-time real estate agent. Right? We had another one who was a full-time waitress who now just bought her first house that she's lived in for the last 11 years and has been able to buy it. And now she's doing real estate full-time, right? We have another gal who works for us who at her previous brokerage wasn't allowed to do listings. She came over here, is allowed to do listings, has done 3 developments. Her husband has left his job, joined her to do real estate, and they are making so much money, but also time for their family that they didn't have before. Right? We've got 71 stories like that where people have come here, seen what we have to offer, and been able to change. Right? And I think that's Luke's story, right? I think that's your story altogether because we really said, hey, the sky's the limit. What do you want?
Yeah. No, absolutely. And that's one of the, really exciting things even moving forward for Sydney and I in our business. And, is there is no ceiling. Who knows what, this year ahead, 2021 is going to bring, or, what we're going to be doing in 2022. Things just seem to be, they accelerate so quickly. And it's so cool to see all of the different agents and what each of their goals is, because every agent has a little bit different goal. We had Jeff Hallman on the radio show last week. It was awesome to hear about his story and his team, how he's growing, and he wants to open up multiple more offices throughout North Central Washington. That is amazing, and it's just so cool to see everybody growing and doing incredible things. So,
yeah,
no ceiling.
I think, that's the thing about branding yourself, right? At Keller Williams, we're not thinking, hey, you have to show us on everything. I read an article once about somebody who said, hey, the reason I do this is because of the brand. And I'm like, what? You're doing this because of the brand, right? Like, I'm doing this because I want to support my family. I want financial freedom, right? I want to be able to go on vacation. The brand is probably 59 down my list of why I'm doing this, right? Mm-hmm. The brand gives me some power, but let's really think about it on why we're doing this, right? If you're not doing it for yourself and you're doing it to make somebody else wealthy, come over and talk to us because we want to help make you wealthy, give you the opportunities to do this, right? So I think that's where it sets us apart from everybody else. And a lot of people were, they'll think, oh no, they're just talk. We really will show you a pathway to get there. I remember I was meeting with an agent at another company and she was in here and I said, hey, we were just chatting about a different deal. And I said, well, has anybody sat down with you and just gone over a little quick goal sheet? She's like, no. And I said, well, what's your goal? She said, I want to sell 1 house a week. And I said, okay, how do you do that? And she said, I don't know. I said, well, let me draw it out exactly how you do that. And I drew it out on the table. I started drawing everything out, right? And at the end, I look up and she's kind of teary-eyed. And I said, are you okay? She said, yes, nobody has ever done this for me, right? And so I was able to just show her something that took me 5 minutes, right? But I gave her the time to do that with her, and it made a complete difference in her business. And so doing things like that, that's what we do. That's what we do in leadership. We met in November, and we did a little leadership retreat, social distance retreat, where we were able to get together, and we came up with 27 pages of sheets of paper along the wall of different things we want to do for this company going forward. And one of the things we said is, what do our agents need and how can we deliver it to them? Right? And I don't think that people are having that conversation at other places.
Yeah. And it's not only, just what the leadership is doing, for the agents, but it's what the agents are doing for each other. And that's just, that's a huge part of our culture. It was kind of, amazing. When I first came on, I was like, why is everybody talking about their trade secrets? And why is everybody sharing this? And I was like legitimately confused, but that just shows, the whole culture of Keller Williams is that abundant mindset, not the scarcity. And that's what's become more and more evident. Everybody here, not just the leadership, but all the agents here as well, wants to see every individual succeed.
Yeah. And I mean, and if we look outside of real estate, when the wildfires hit in the summer and they were really bad, the first thing our agents did at this office was started rallying the troops. Said, hey guys, we've got families, we've got people in need. What can we do? We started getting truckloads. I kid you not, truckloads. I think we drove up to the Brewster area like 7 times, just agents in our office, right? And they were like, hey, what can we do? They started reaching out. And then we found out and we sponsored a family, and that an agent said on one of our sales rally, I just said, hey, would everybody mind giving $20 right now? And everybody on the call gave $20 towards that family. We were able to buy them so much stuff that it really helped get them over the hump, right? Our Christmas event that we do every December, we were concerned we weren't going to be able to do that. But instead we rallied and we changed the thing and we did it outside. We made it so that there were 6 feet apart from the Santa Claus, right? People can come through because that's what the community needs. So not only are we teaching our agents how to be amazing agents, amazing, family, put that first, but we also want them to be part of the community. And I think that's what sets us aside from everybody else as well.
They say charisma can recruit people and culture can keep people. And when you think about the culture of so many firms, in business in general, there's this word that is ego is a big part of it. I'm worried to look stupid. I'm worried to look vulnerable. So I want to share my trade secrets. I want to be mysterious so I can become more comfortable being powerful, even though it might be a facade. At Keller Williams, we just pull back the layers of the ego and we try to get to a place of contribution. And when you can get to a place of contribution where you really do care about one another as much as possible, then when you're down, someone else is up and they pick you up. And when they're down and you're up, you can help them. And all of a sudden, there's abundance, as Luke said, not scarcity. There's as many real estate deals as we want. It's almost infinite where we live. When we come back in our third segment, I want to talk about if the markets are going to change, real estate is going to continue to go up, rents are going to continue to go up. We are being, for a nicest way to put it, invaded by people from the west side to the east side, and that means demand. Well, we have a very limited supply, so things are going to get more expensive. How do you keep up with that? Maybe real estate can be the reason that you can stay here and not have to move away from your friends and family when it gets so expensive. We'll be right back with Home Sweet Home and Russ McClellan in just a few minutes with our last segment with Luke and Taylor.
Keller